Welcome to the full guide of starting your own short form content agency. Now, this is heavily requested and a lot of people are asking, how do I start and how do I scale this agency? Now, I've been in short form content for a little while now and I've built my agency up to a nice respectable standard. You can see me next to Alex Hormozy there. I feel like I've got some knowledge in the game, I know some secrets, and I know exactly how to start and how to scale your agency past these other short form content agencies which are doing it all wrong. So I'm going to get straight into this with what is a short form content agency. So for the people that don't know, and this is their first time ever seeing this, a short form content agency is the engaging clips that you see on TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Instagram Reels, the short little clips that you see when you're scrolling, which are used to grow a person's personal brand, which can then bring them more inbound leads and grow their audience size so they can monetize, okay? These short form videos can be any style, but I would recommend Alex Hormozy. If you go on my channel now, I should have put myself, but if you go on my channel, you go on Alex Hormozy's channel, them style shorts are the ones that are in sort of trend right now and everyone's looking for because they're clean, they're minimalistic, and obviously they do very well when posted, okay? So shorts can be delivered to any niche, which is why it's so amazing, and can be easily outsourced to editors if you know what you're doing. And you can add to short form content. So obviously we add acquisition systems if it's wanted to make it more valuable and in turn make more money. Okay, so what's good about short form content is then you can obviously offer something on the sides that even go like full content creation agency, a TikTok ad agency. You can do absolutely anything to add to the service to then make it more valuable, so people is more in turn to buy, right? So the process behind a short form content agency, I believe there are 6 steps that you need to be taking to actually scale your agency quicker than anyone else's. So first, picking the right niche, which needs to be optimal and obviously an untapped niche. Number 2 is crafting your irresistible offer so no one can say no. Building a team. Without teams, your agency will crumble beneath you. Outreach strategies, obviously you need outreach to bring in calls, closing clients, and then service delivery, the most important part of the business, to then obviously scale past, because you don't want 1 month go. Okay, we'll get into that later though. So number 1, pick yourself a niche. Okay, you need to pick a niche which is untapped, it's undersaturated, it's kind of new to the market, and it's obviously growing. Okay, so I'd always recommend a niche down for one reason: become a niche specialist. Okay, if you know the niche inside and out and you have testimonials from that one niche, it'll be very easy to attract more clients and have a proven strategy which works. And it also allows you to become very well known in that niche at service delivery. This means you can start to build a monopoly on the niche, and this is why it's so important to find the right niche. Okay, so if you go into a niche and you obviously offer the right service and it's very undersaturated, you can start building up your foundation, start getting your first few clients, start getting your first few testimonials, really understand how do I deliver the best service for this niche. Because if you're in a broad niche, you can't really do that. Let's say I'm just in I don't know, like a sport niche. Okay, let's just say I'm in sports. Okay, that is not niche down enough to then be like, okay, football players, I know how to grow a football players account, but I do not know how to grow all sports. Okay, so you need to niche down. You need to niche down in areas where there's not many agencies. It's obviously growing, so people are getting into that business and obviously looking to scale it and make more money because it's obviously growing. And yeah, just mainly finding that untapped niche is the key. Okay, it could take you a little bit of time, could take you a little bit of research, etc. But I promise you, finding the niche is one of the most important parts of actually SMA. Because if you have a really good offer but you have a bad niche, you're not going to sign, right? So if you have perfect everything but it's in the wrong niche, you will never be able to sign a client. So it's genuinely pointless. So spend a lot of time on this first step, finding your niche. Okay. So the best niche, unfortunately, I'm not a fake SMA guru. You guys probably know this if you're new. I'm not a fake guru, so I'm not going to be able to give you the niche. Okay, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to say, oh, do ecom Facebook ads, no, do this, do that. You have to pick for yourself. Okay, you've got to think for yourself and understand and try and find the best niche. Okay, so an example of this is I notice that dropshippers are trying to build a personal brand to sell their courses. So maybe I'm looking about in the market, I'm seeing a lot of people, maybe I look up on YouTube, I'm typing up dropshipping courses. Okay, dropshipping courses are getting a lot of views. Okay, the ones with more views obviously get more sales. Okay, so that means people are looking for more views for more revenue and inbound leads for their course. How can they do this? Short form content. How can I do this? Okay, let me guarantee this amount of views, which beats this competitor. Show it in like a VSL. You could be like, this is your direct competitor. This is what they're doing. This is what you're not doing. Short form content would be perfect to reach a wider audience, and we can also convert them into warm leads. So, I know it's a bit crazy, but the more content they produce, the larger they grow, and obviously the more course sales, right? So obviously the guarantee. This is an example. Dropshipping courses are quite oversaturated, so don't actually use this. This is a very bad example, but I just wanted to show you what it means, okay? So do not go near this. But what I'm saying is find a niche, find people that have online services, online businesses. I know a little while ago, so it would have been perfect around like COVID time if you were doing the fitness niche. Let's say you're doing personal trainers, because of lockdown and etc. They had to come online. They had to bring their service online, and this means bringing new online clientele, which is obviously hard to do if you don't know anything about it. So you see a lot of gym people, PTs, etc. getting into short form content and start growing their personal brand to obviously bring in more clients for them. So you need to just start thinking a little bit outside the box, thinking, okay, who needs to get online? How can they get online? Will short form content help them? I know Realtors was a very good one a few months ago. I don't think it's very good anymore. But you need to find what is perfect in, and this is where you're going to be outreaching to. Become a niche specialist, and then you can show your results to everyone. So advice to you is do not copy others, because it will always be oversaturated and fail in the long run. If you're copying others from scripts to niches to offers, you can click off this video now, completely fine. But your agency will fail in the next 2 to 3 months. And if you copy others, fine by me, right? You shouldn't be copying. It's just going to make you fail. Do in-depth research on niches. Look stuff up. I did not mean to go for it. Look stuff up. Understand stuff. Like, actually do a bit of research instead of thinking, okay, that niche, go. Look if there's any agencies. Look up the agencies in that space. Look at how many people are in that space. Look at the revenue growth over the last 5 years. What's going on in that niche? And is your offer going to work in that niche? Okay. Look for untapped niches. Obviously, not a lot of agencies in there. Find niches which would genuinely benefit from short form content, because a lot of don't, like solar. Solar would never benefit from short form content, okay? So why would you go near it, okay? Understand you need to change their life, and will it change their life? Yes or no, okay? Niche down specifically, not broadly, like I said. Look in niches where they're trying to branch online, because if you can help them come online and obviously outbeat their competitors, then you're in for a winning formula, right? Find niches that offer online courses and programs, mentorships, etc. So they're trying to push something, which means in turn they need more followers, they need more traction. So obviously short form content is going to be perfect for them. Okay, so that is your niche. Take a little bit of time, take a day, take 2 days, find out what your niche is and how you're going to attack the niche. Okay, now moving on to number 2, craft an irresistible offer. These go hand in hand. If you have a good niche but a bad offer, doesn't work. If you have a good offer, bad niche, doesn't work. Okay, it needs to be an insane niche and an insane offer, which I'm going to help you craft right now. Okay, so craft an irresistible offer. It's so stupid. You need it to make it sound so stupid to say no rather than yes. It needs to be like, wait, why would I say no? Because there's guarantees. We'll get onto it, okay? And especially for a short form content agency, you need to build yourself an offer fit for your niche and something that you believe can change someone's life for the better. Using a crafted headline, you'll be able to clearly show what you offer and why they should buy. Okay, so this comes in 3 parts: first X, second X, and third X. I'm going to go through that now, and this is going to be the headline that you see in like Instagram bios, just bios in general, to show what you offer clearly, how long, etc. Right? So the first X in the headline is all about the offer. Okay, so offer X. This could be, let's say, company name, building what, okay? Growing what? Changing what? What are you doing? So like, it could be like building personal brands, okay? Increase it, doubling dropshippers revenue, doubling dropshippers course sales. Okay, it's what you're offering to the market, and this is your first X. You can word it whatever way you want. It could be growing or scaling or adding, or you can add any word before it. Just make sure that you're clear with your offer on the first X. Okay, the first X is all about what you're offering. X growth is X revenue. This is for you to decide what your plan is and what you want to offer. Okay, you can add to the offer, which is what makes your full content so valuable, such as adding acquisition systems to convert these warm leads into paying clients. So not only could you be like, oh, we do 100 pieces of short form content a month, whatever. You could be like, we will guarantee you 10 warm leads into your course every single month. Okay. How do you do that? How are you going to do that? Okay, let me add an acquisition system, turn these new views into obviously paying clients. Okay. So it's just about finding what your niche needs, what they actually would benefit from as an offer, what would change their life, and adding this as your first X. So this is the first part of crafting an irresistible offer, the offer, right? So next, it's a second X. The second X is all about the time frame that you're going to be doing it in. You offer whatever you offer in amount of time. So the second X is all about the time it will take to carry out for your offer. It's a clear indication to the price and how valuable the offer actually is. Okay, so adding 10 clients is great in 30 days, but not so great in 90. So it shows the real value, and it shows obviously how much it's going to cost. The more time it takes, the more it's going to cost. So, and people don't want to be tied in. Okay, so for the first time signing, they do not want to be stuck in a long contract. This is a fact. Just in case it goes wrong or they don't like it, they want to be able to get out quickly. So any more than a month of a new client will decrease call rates. We had this guy that messaged me. He had a 90-day guarantee. He changed this down to 30, even though it brought down his offer. So what he was offering came down. Obviously to the 30 days instead of 90, but he booked so many more calls because people are so much more open to 30 days than 90. 90 is way too long. They're not going to be sitting around waiting, but spending so much more, spending 3 months more, 3 months with you when they don't know you. After 1 month, after 2 months that you do very well, you can be like, look, this is going really well, let's get on a 3-month retainer. Cool. What you can't do is a first time round saying 30 days, okay? It doesn't really work like that. And just from my advice, stick to 30 days, and you can't go less, you can't really go more, okay? So stick to 30. Now the third X. In the headline is all about the risk reversal and the guarantee. So you offer X in X amount of time or X, okay? So the third X is all about the guarantee and the risk. What will happen if you do not meet the offer guaranteed, okay? This is where people fail, as they do not have a good guarantee or a risk reversal. The client should have zero risk, and the guarantee needs to be worth the time and money of signing up. I've seen people they'll have an insane risk reversal, but the guarantee isn't that good. So it's like, why would I want the risk reversal if the guarantee is not that good? You need a good guarantee that, okay, I want that guarantee, and a good risk reversal. So if that goes wrong, I get what I put in back, okay? So it's hard. It's a hard line because you obviously don't want to take it on, but you need to make sure it's a no-brainer. You can obviously test this out by outreaching. Just outreach a little bit, do a few days, do a few hundred, and see what the responses are like. If the responses are like, oh, how'd you do this? Let's set up a call. Brilliant, okay? They want to know more. If they're not interested, your guarantee is not big enough. Your risk reversal is not good enough because there is too much risk. They don't even want to find out more, okay? And then make sure that they do not only just get money back, okay? Because they've lost time. They've lost time of you doing what you've done. So give them more back. Oh, we'll give you an extra 30 shorts as well. Just throw something in to give more back than expected. So it's like, so I really want this guarantee, okay? But let's say this guarantee doesn't happen. I get my money back, great, but I still lose time. But then I get an extra 30 shorts. It's a no-brainer. That is where no-brainers really come in, and how you craft that irresistible offer that people are really looking for, right? Now, step 3, you need to building a team, because teams are everything in short-form content. You cannot do yourself due to the sheer volume that you need to have of clients, etc., to really make a good profit, okay? So why you need a team? Without a team, it's pretty much impossible to scale your business, as you will be doing absolutely everything, okay? This means you can't focus on outreach, so you won't be able to hit 200 plus a day. You won't focus on service delivery, so you have a low retention rate. In other words, you need a team, right? Because if you're not outreaching, you can't bring on clients. If you can't focus on service delivery, you're not keeping the clients. So you don't really have an agency. So teams are crucial. I don't care what anyone else says. I'll do it myself. I'll do it for free. No, you won't. Okay, do it. Please do it. We'll see you are in 3 months. Compared to the people that actually listened and got a team, which you just pay a little bit of commission. You just pay money off of what you sell, okay? It's not crazy. Your only job should be working on systems and building the infrastructure to place team members inside of and get the best possible results for you and your clients. People have forgotten in SMA, a business owner is someone that isn't working in the business, okay? Yes, you might have to for the first 3, 4, 5 months, okay? 6 months. When you build a team, which I'd recommend doing as soon as you can, you'll then focus in on hiring the team, building the best team, so building them up, building the systems for them to go in so you can obviously optimize them as much as possible, and the infrastructure in place so you can scale as hard as possible. So that's why you need a team. And let's go on to how you're going to bring on this team on board. So outreach team. This is very important because without outreach, you're not going to bring in clients, okay? And volume is key with outreach. A lot of people are like, do 10 a day, No. You need to be hitting 200 plus outreach every single day. And you can't do that alone, okay? So appointment setters are perfect. I'd recommend them only once you land and you have tested your offer. When you know, okay, I've sent this much outreach and I'm getting this many replies. Okay, my outreach is perfect now. People are looking for my offer. It's doing very well. Now it's time for appointment setters to go in and just mass volume, okay? Don't go it off the bat because people may not want your offer. You may be in the wrong niche. There's a lot of trial and error. So appointment setters at the start is completely pointless. So this is why you need a trained team in place to consistently outreach and book calls for you. This allows you to work on the systems and infrastructure to scale your business further, etc. So you'd obviously build them like tracking sheets. You'd build them conversational scripts so they know what they're doing at every single second of the day, and they can obviously book calls for you. What's perfect about appointment setters and why I love SMA sort of job role so much is because these guys work mainly on commission with a small wage. So you could pick them up on $3 an hour, okay, which is nothing. And then on top, for every call closed, you get, I know, $50, $100. And they love that because that is so much money in that area. So they're obviously trying to fight to do that because that's their main money maker, okay? Not just like, oh, I'm going to make money off $3. No one makes money off the $3. They get the $3 to live, but they have that commission to live large, okay? So they need to be incentivized, and this will obviously increase the call rate. Now to the most important part, I'd say, for short form content agencies is your editor team. So an editor team is a must because you cannot do it yourself. 1, the quality needs to be insane, which you probably can't do. 2, you do not have the time to be editing, okay? You really don't have the time to be doing this, especially when you have multiple clients, this and that. It's not going to work, okay? You'll be hiring multiple editors who can edit on Premiere Pro. I'm seeing a lot of people like, oh, do it on CapCut. No. Your editors need to have Premiere Pro or they're shit, okay? Harsh words there, but they're not going to really get to the level that you want them to be unless they're using Premiere Pro, Adobe software, etc. Like, that's what they need to be on, and that's what you need to be looking for, okay? This is why you can't really do it. Make sure keep training this team, buy them guides, learn how to edit slightly and teach them what to do. Make sure they are the best at what they do, okay? So buying courses, maybe learning a little bit about yourself and guiding them, teaching them, but making sure you have the best editors because this is all it really is. Quality over anything, right? Right, so if you can have the best quality, you're going to be beating a lot of people in short form content space because everyone's a joke. I'll be honest with you guys, and not taking shots at you, but a lot of people that I see, this guy, Fake Guru, his name's like Tariq or something. I don't know his name, but he's got a short form content agency. Apparently did 300k in revenue. Complete guru, calling him out, whatever. He has the worst shorts ever. You can tell that they're all from CapCut, and he has no team and he has no nothing. So it's like, how the fuck are you going to be telling people this and that, or how to hire the best editor? When your edits are awful, okay? So this is a little bit of advice out the gates. If you see something you like, okay, so if you go on my short form content and you're like, that's good short form content, and you go on my Instagram and you see my testimonials and you're like, okay, he's doing good work for clients, understand that and be like, okay, maybe let's listen to this guy, okay? It's sort of just saving you out because a lot of people at the moment in short form content space are an absolute joke. And it's like, but you have no testimonials. You have no evidence you've ever worked for a client. The shorts that you're doing for yourself are abysmal, and I can tell that you're probably doing them yourself and you haven't even got a team. So start focusing and listening to the people that are actually doing it, like myself, a shameless plug, whatever, but I don't care. We're the only ones that are actually really doing it, so I just wanted to say that quickly. So back to the editors. If you can build a system to bring them from nothing to the best quality, they will work for cheap and profit margins will be high, okay? All you need to do is make the systems in place, so buy the courses, learn how to edit a little bit, give them tutorials, etc. on how to make someone from dirt, okay? When you get the system in place, it could take a little while, 2-3 months. You can bring anyone. So I could bring literally my mum, okay, who's never edited before in her life, and the next week I can make her the best editor of all time. When you have them systems in place, one, you can pump out editors as much as you can. Two, that's when profit margins are high. I know a lot of people are saying, oh, profit margins aren't high. Yeah, because you're hiring wrong, okay? You need to hire from the bottom, the people that aren't getting jobs, the people that aren't getting Fiverr work, the people that aren't getting, okay? And you need to build them up to, I know people, so most short editors charge $10 an hour. We can pick ours up for $2 an hour because of how bad they are. And then from there, so they'll go from then from there, what they do is they love our company, they love our brand, they love what we've done for them as we brought them to this person that can get sales, that can obviously list themselves on Fiverr. We will give them the clientele, and this is why we have so many editors, but so short. We have editors that work for the free, well, up until like $3, $4, $5 an hour. So we're making a lot more profit than the people having to buy the $10, and they're still better, right? You're going to have to be paying $20 for our sort of quality. And we pay $2, $3, $4, okay? And it's not scamming, because guess what? These people can now go back on Fiverr in their spare time and charge $10, $15, $20. So the amount of people that have come to us and be like, you've literally like changed my life is incredible, because we've brought them from nothing. We've given them every tool that they need. So they feel like they have to pay us back, which fair enough, right? Good thing to do. We've helped them, they can help us now. Now they help us obviously deliver the best service for the client, and they obviously earn a lot more money. One, because we've hired them full-time as a job, and two, the fact that they can now go on Fiverr and artwork and software like that and actually sign clients and do the freelancing work themselves for $10, $15, $20, okay? So managing the team. Making sure your communication with your team as often as possible, sending them daily messages, getting on calls, and building up that rapport. You and your team need to be boys, okay? You need to be like, oh yeah, my guy, like you need to just be on, like you need to want to sit with them in a Discord for the next 6 hours. Otherwise they're not real team members. They should be invested in your future. This is what I was talking about. Give them as much as they can. So train them up as much as they can. So they want to stay with you because they see how much you value them, and then they'll in turn value you, and they'll want to scale your business and etc. and etc. So when they see the company goals and trajectory, they'll want to be on board because it benefits them as well. If you scale, they obviously make more money and scale as well. So they want to be on the best boat possible. So if you make your boat the best, they're going to want to come on board compared to other agencies, and you'll just have a massive team and a massive, insane team. So they are good. So they are your team. So help them out as much as possible. Okay, repay them, treat them well, give them stuff, give them bonuses, give them incentives, be nice to them. Like, they're your team. They should be family to you. Don't be a dickhead boss. Don't be this. If you're a great boss, they will forever repay you. And this is the truest thing that I've ever learned in business, is that if you treat your staff and employees amazing, they will feel a sense of having to repay you and giving you something back. And that obviously makes you more money. So you don't even have to give them more money. Giving them time, giving them value, helping them train, helping them even set up like an Upwork job post so they can get more clients themselves. It's the sort of stuff that will completely separate you from other agencies, and they will want to repay you forever. So that's managing the team and sort of keeping them on board. So now we're moving on to number 4, outreach strategies. You need to be bringing in clients, obviously. And this is with outreach. So the best way to outreach is obviously on social media, because you're outreaching into people who have a personal brand. So social media, Instagram, Facebook work amazing. You've obviously got Twitter, LinkedIn, TikTok. You've obviously got to do that. Cold email works if you're doing it off of YouTube, etc. Works quite well, but I'd obviously always stick to social media because we can leverage sales assets as well. And if you want to check out sales assets, join Agency Network, completely free, down below. Full sales assets video on that, how you can set up your sales assets, whatever. So yeah, if you want that, just free videos in there, nothing you have to do, don't have to free, right? So this is where you'll find the most creators to outreach to, because they're obviously going to be on their respective platforms that they want to grow on. So if you can aim for numbers of 200 plus a day, then you'll be able to lap everyone and scale your agency a lot faster. So pick your strategy. It could be Instagram, Facebook, it could be cold email. Okay, cold calls do not work, so that's a no, never work. So you've got cold emails, social media. Cold emails don't work as well because they all have teams that just bun it off straight away. We found a lot. It would just be like, this is bill and management. We're not interested right now, because they have actual teams, etc. So it's not that good. Social media, straight to them, straight. You know what I mean? And if you can leverage your sales assets, if you can grow your personal brand a little bit, then you're perfect. This is all about personal branding, I'd say. So, crafting outreach systems. Again, you need to have systems in place to send outreach as effectively as you can and as in much volume as can. This consists of messages, follow-ups, and what works best. I'm not a fake guru, like I said, so obviously I can't give you scripts because they just won't work, okay? And you shouldn't be following scripts. You have to think for yourselves. Be unique with your outreach, take tips and advice, but do not copy others, otherwise your agency will never get off the ground. This niche, offer, everything, do not copy. If you're going to copy another agency, you will fail, because guess what? They're doing it better than you. They'll go to them, okay? So read some psychology books, evolution books, sales books. I recommend Spin Selling, The Nature of Human Law, stuff like that, right? And then my other advice is keep your message short and straight to the point. The headline that we crafted a little minute ago is what you should be using. So people do not have time to sit and read. State your headline, very little extra words. Okay, they don't want to hear, I know you're busy, so I won't be long. They know they're busy. You don't have to tell them. We can add this in this amount of time. They say the headline. We do this through the use of short form content. We will make 400 a month. And on top of this, we can do this in this amount of time, or you'll get this back. Are you interested? That's when they'll reply back. That's when you'll hop on calls. And that's when they're really going to be interested. The long messages don't work anymore. I know they worked back in the day, and that's what all the gurus show you, because they worked back in 2018. They do not work now. People don't have time. People want to cut the bullshit and know what you're doing, okay? Generating inbound leads. Now, this is what my agency is trying to turn to at the moment. It's very, very difficult. It takes a little bit of time, but obviously outreach at the same time. Very simple. You just set up in the background, right? So you need to be setting up your agency in a way that in 6 to 12 months, half of your leads will be inbound due to what you do now. So 6 months in, and our inbound leads are 30% or so, okay? It's less than 6 months. Mine's about 3. Luke's is about, obviously my business partner's about 5, 4. Okay, so it's not 6, but obviously it's around that range. That's why I said it. Personal branding is key, and if it is passed up on, you will fall behind, and that's a fact. That's something that's going into 2023. It will go into 2024, 2025. Personal branding for any type of business is key, because people want to work with faces. People want to work with people that they trust and that they like. So becoming a likable person on camera is key, okay? So you need to not only rely on outreach, because let's say outreach all stopped. You couldn't do outreach anymore. How are you going to build that business up? Outreach all stopped, you lost all your money, etc. I would still have warm leads coming in, and you wouldn't. Okay, so still having them warm leads coming in gradually and slowly and nicely, it's lovely. Okay, so start creating your own short form content, YouTube videos, VSLs, go on every social media and post consistently, like once a day. Make videos giving value to your niche, and you're building up an audience and a warm lead cycle. Give value to them, they'll want to follow you, they will want to see what you're doing. It'll take like 20 minutes a day to do like one post a day. It doesn't take long. If you're not doing it, you're either scared to get on camera and you're a bit lazy. Either one of them isn't the best thing to have. Okay, you need to be on it, ready to go. Okay, so generating inbound leads is crucial. And again, sales assets are then obviously easy to use. Okay, so generating inbound leads is very crucial, and I'd say you do this on top of your outreach to get ahead of everyone else. And if you're not, you're just going to be an average agency. You might be able to get to like 6, 7, but if you want to be hitting them 10, 20, 30s, personal branding key. Okay, now number 5, closing clients. Okay, increasing close percent. There are 2 ways to warm up the prospects before they get onto a call to increase the chance of them signing on. Number 1 is a CRM system. A CRM is key to warming up the prospect before the call. How do you expect them to go from a few DMs, silence obviously when you're not speaking, and then to pitch them like a few grand on a call? It's not going to happen. It's never going to work. The CRM provides follow-up messages and builds a rapport before they get on a call, so they're more likely to sign as they feel like they have a connection with you and the relationship is built up. If you you just leave it like cold, whatever, you just let them go. You might message them a little bit, but not really. If you can have a CRM system in place, like go high level, where you just, as soon as they book a call, they have a full sequence of follow-ups that obviously makes them warmer, builds a rapport, makes them excited for the call, makes them a bit confused for the call, a bit like, oh, maybe bring up some pain points. They build a more rapport with you. So when they hop on the call, it's not like, oh, who's this guy? It's like, oh, I've been speaking to him for the last week, but for a CRM system. But they obviously don't know this. So CRM is obviously key. I know people are like, no, I can do it SMA for free. But having that percent, like I always say, SMA is just a percent game. The more percent that you can increase, like the percentage increase that you can do, will obviously allow you to get a lot further than other agencies. So CRM is very key. Number 2, personal branding. Having a personal brand is key to all the prospects to binge watch your content, okay? So obviously, because we're going to be outreaching on social media, they're going to come onto your profiles and look you up online, and they're going to find out more about you and start watching a bit more of your content to get to know you a little bit, to get to grips of what you're actually doing. So having a full page of content and personal branding is very key to build that rapport and connection. So if I outreach to someone and someone else outreaches to someone, they have like an agency account, they're not showing themselves, they don't have a personal brand, and I have a personal brand, the one which I do, I am 100% of the time going to book a call over them. And you might be like, no, you're not, because I'm an agency, I'm like real agency, like people want to, no. Because I have a personal brand, they know I'm a real person, they know I'm genuine, they see what I offer, they see this, they see that, they're going to want to work with me. They're not, okay? So get that idea out of your head. Personal branding is key, especially for short form content, okay? So personal branding is very key for this. Sales calls. Sales calls are about finding a pain area, developing that pain, and then providing the solution to that pain, okay? That's all sales is. So no one cares about your actual service. So if you're sitting there listening, oh, we do this, we do short form content to like the best quality, and they don't care, right? What they care about is, will it change their life? But not only will it change their life, they're going to come on the call very placid. They're not going to know what's going on. They're going to be like, oh, I don't really need this service. But if you come to short form and you ask a few questions, like, right, let's say we ask some problem questions. I'm on a sales call. I ask him, who does your short form content? Let's say he's doing one a day. I do it myself. Okay, so how long does it take? An hour. Okay. So do you have any team members? Yeah, I've got a full team. Okay, so could that hour every single day be spent to develop your team? Yeah, it could. Okay, so what sort of revenue could we see increased if you spent an extra hour every single day working on that sales team, giving them the help that they need, training people just for 1 extra hour? Well, we could increase closing rate by this percent. Okay, so how much is your offer? Okay, it's this. Okay, so 15% times this obviously comes out to this amount of money. Okay, so you're losing X amount of money every single month due to your 1 hour a day of editing. So if we could offer you, so then this is where you will then offer them a solution. So the pain is built up. You've evoked their emotion to think, oh, fuck, I'm losing a lot of money because I can't train my sales team. Was never a problem before the call. Make it the problem. Now they think it's a problem that they have to solve there and then. Okay, so now we've done that perfect. Now you say, okay, so if I could offer you a solution for you to obtain them 1 hour's back and also get better quality content, which can obviously grow, so your sales team will obviously have more calls booked, but obviously you're training them as well, so an increased closing rate. So how would that sound to you? He'll be like, yeah, perfect. Now, like, I need it now. Okay, we'll charge you £2,000. Okay, and they're going to want to take it because they're going to be like, okay, wait, I'm losing out on this much money. You just need to dig up the pain, show them, visualize, make them see, okay, I'm in this much pain. This is what's going wrong. This is what I'm losing. This is what I'm not gaining. And from there, they'll be like, okay, give me the solution right now. So learn like spin selling, etc. Learn to evoke their emotion, learn about problems and implication questions, learn about pain. And obviously your offer will be perfect. Work on obviously presentations and how you can give the solution to them and your sales skills to obviously close a client. Okay, so that's the best way for you to close clients on sales calls. Onboarding. Now they have a sign on for you need to make. Now they've signed on, you need to make sure that the onboarding process is smooth, as first impressions is key for an agency, obviously, right? So if they come on and I can't get you added. Can you resend the invite? Long, okay? They're already like, wait, this agency is dead. his agency's dead, I'm getting off at the end of the month. It's going to have like a psychology effect in them brain, okay? So make sure you get Go High Level to automate sender invitations. As soon as they pay the invoice, automate onboarding call, automate the form. Okay, now that they've filled out the form, automate the call to instantly take ahead. Now when you go on the call, you've got the form to run over, you can make out a plan. Okay, onboarding call done. Now that they get the link to the Slack, the softwares, everything like that. Okay, perfect. Now that they're in the softwares, greet them, show them videos, get them to know the team. Make sure that their experience is insane with the onboarding process. Okay, so it needs to be smooth, needs to be snappy. They need to feel like they're not lost and everything's sort of mapped out for them. So you need to like sort of take yourself from the start. Get someone like, you can get like someone you generally know, so like a family member, friend. Be like, do you understand what's going on in this onboarding process? And they may be like, wait, but how would I get in the communicate? Okay, so now you add that. Okay, but how do? Where are the team? Okay, the team haven't greeted him. We need to make sure that the team greet him. Okay, so you need to understand what's this, what's that, and make sure that they feel very comfortable and do not feel lost at all. Okay. Now on to number 6, the final part, service delivery, the most important part of the short form content agency or just the agency in general. Okay. Why service delivery is the most important? Service delivery is the most important aspect of SMA by far. If your service delivery is not perfect, then you do not have an agency for a fact. Why? People ask me like all the time, like why is that? Okay, because churn will be high, so you cannot have a consistent revenue growth over 6 to 12 months, which is a key KPI in SMA. Okay, so key performance indicator is your revenue growth, and if it isn't growing over time, which it wouldn't be if you don't have good service delivery, because people come off. This is why I hate people that are like, I try to, like I say it now maybe, but like, oh, I made 10k a month. I could make easily this month, in the month of February and the month of March, I could make like 30k. Why? Because I could bring on, if I could just get as many VAs as I can, I've got a winning offer that I know, but the profit margins would be 0. So you need to actually have a good revenue growth and a good profit growth over time, instead of just, oh, revenue growth. Oh, okay, we're just going to bring on 10 people this month. Okay, we've made a 10k month. Because next month you make 1k and you won't be able to fix it because your reputation is fucked and everything's gone. Okay, so don't think about, sure, oh, in the next 2 months I can get 10k a month, because it's very simple. Anyone can do that. What you need to be working on is, in the next 6 to 12 months, can I get to 10k and can I hold 10k and grow each month? Okay, so that's what you're really going to be looking for. So like I said, if you get 5 clients your first month, cool. But in your second month, if only 1 stays on, you do not have an agency and it will never be able to scale. And obviously call rate will decrease because reputation, less people to outreach to, blah, blah, blah. It's not going to go well. So make sure you focus on service delivery heavily. Okay. So delivering the best service. Delivering the best service is all about how trained and organized a team and the quality of systems are in the first place. Now, I'm about to give you some advice and I want you to take it, and I want you to drop your ego and what every guru's told you, like, oh, don't do that because you're so much better and you need... Shut up, right? I would always recommend to take on your first 1 to 3 clients for free for 1 to 2 weeks. Doesn't have to be a month, but for free, okay? Because I know people are like, oh, but no, you should be charging straight away. You should charge 4k because it shows that you're a real business. Shut up, okay? Get someone on board. Find out the holes. Get experience. Get your hands dirty. Find the real holes in your agency. Because guess what? You can plan as much as you want, okay? You can plan for the next year. No matter what happens, as soon as you start your service, something will go wrong. It's a fact that you cannot plan for everything. So what's better than planning for the next 6 months and finding out the same information you could have found out in 1 week of taking on 1 client, okay? Obviously get the systems, get this, get that. Plan to where you're like, okay, this could work. And then take on a client for free for the next 2-3 weeks and see how it goes. See where the holes are. See what's going wrong. Because next time you can then fix a hole. Now at the end of like 2, 3, 4 clients for free, you found every hole, everything's fixed. So when you sign that 2, 3, 4 grand a month client, everything goes perfect. And they stay on for the next month and they stay on for the next month and you get great testimonials. Your results are amazing. Whereas the guy before still can't land a client because he has no results, no testimonials, no nothing, isn't fixing any holes in his agency because he wants to make money. Bro, work for free and then you'll make a lot more money in the long run. I promise you. That's a promise from the bottom of my heart. That's what you need to be doing it. Reverse engineer the order and start doing that, because then you'll max profit margins. Service delivery goes wrong, your agency is going to fail. So make sure it does not fail when you're with paying clients, okay? So test it out on free ones. Keeping the client forever. This is what you want to be doing, and this is how you know you've mastered SMA for real. The best way to keep a client forever is to over-deliver the service for one and to provide the best customer experience for two, okay? So over-delivering, you need to blow them away. You need to not just give them what they paid for, like, oh, we guaranteed 15 calls, okay? No. You need to then give them 25 at no extra cost to you. You need to do it out of the training and the systems you have in place to do this, okay? So you need to perfect the systems and motivate your team. You need to be a great team leader for them to want to obviously bring you better results, bring you more results, and not just hit what you need to be hitting. Okay, so this will obviously bring more money because testimonials will be better, results will be better, and your client retention rate will increase because they were not going to find the service anywhere else for the same price because you over deliver and the customer experience is insane. So make sure to find ways to over deliver. Maybe like you've hit the guarantee 5 days before the end of the month. Okay, getting a call with a team. How in the next 5 days can we add an extra 5 calls? We've done 15. How can we add an extra 5? And that's what will really blow your clients away and make them think, okay, I'm staying for an extra month because these guys over deliver. Number 2, customer experience. People like to stay somewhere they feel comfortable and safe in. It's just an evolutionary thing that we've come up with. That's why you love to lay in bed and scroll on TikTok. You love to be comfortable and safe. That's how everyone is, and that's what we fought for when we were cavemen and when we were in a tribe. We just wanted to hunt and come back home and be calm, relaxed, safe, not going to get eaten by a fucking tiger. So you need to make them feel like that. So it's key to have a good agency environment. Allow them to meet the team, have direct communication with you, ask questions, see if they're happy, hop on calls, solve problems, so they feel really safe. As soon as they have a problem, they should feel comfortable to come to you and solve it, and you should have the skills in place to solve it straight away. So obviously be on calls with them as much as possible. Don't let them just be in the dark. Be like, we're doing this today. Oh, we booked this call, so then we're trying to do this tomorrow. Our goal is this. Be open and honest with them. Try and make them see every single step of the way, and they will in turn feel comfortable, they'll feel safe, they'll feel happy, and they will not want to leave. Okay, make a place where it's too scary for change. People hate change, so if you make the environment so good, you can come up with creative ways to do this. Okay, maybe a call every certain day, maybe a call with a team every certain day, maybe certain messages go high level, have automated messages, right? You can come up with ways, but make sure the environment's insane and that they obviously feel happy and safe and want to carry on working with you. Okay, so that is it below. That is it. If you enjoyed, obviously leave a like, comment. Down below, if you're a short form content agency or you're just an agency yourself, we have a free Discord with a bunch of videos myself and my business partner have made to sort of help agencies scale, and then obviously the community in there with other like-minded SMA owners. So if you want some free content to help you, absolutely free. We don't even ask for an email or anything. It's just join the Discord, okay? You know how Discord works. Just join the Discord. You get a group. You can network with other people. Completely easy, right? So that's linked down below. Check that out. I hope you enjoyed. We're all on this together, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.